Okay, so good morning, students, and welcome to the class. We will start with the today's lecture, and the topic for today's lectures are the basic science of the tides. Okay, before starting the new topic, we will just revise the previous one so that the other students will join in that moment. So, what we are studied in the last lecture. So, we have studied the biomass energy. We know that the biomass means it is it is a type of organic material that comes from the plants and animals. Okay, so we call this as a biomass. Now, after that, suppose the question that is asked in the university examination is something like this: what are the sources of this biomass energy? Biomass. So the sources of the biomass are the wood. Okay, so So sources of the biomass are the woods and its products. Okay, so that maybe comes in the form of the pellets, wood pellets, or the wood chips. So that is there. So we get this from the forest. So the woods are there, and so this is the one source of the biomass. Second one is the agricultural crops. Okay, so after the cultivation of the crops. Okay, so the remaining whatever the waste which is remain in the agriculture, so we call that as a biomass. Okay, and sometimes I have told you the farmer, they cultivate the biomass crops. Okay, शेतकरी हे biomass crops cultivate करतात. So that is the another source of the biomass. Then the food and the household waste, so that is also considered as one of the source of the biomass. So this is our third source, and the last source is animal manure and the human waste. So this is also considered as the source of the biomass. So we can get four types of the sources of the biomass. Now these are the source of the biomass. Now how to extract the energy from this one? So we have certain processes. Okay. So the ways of extracting the energy from this biomass. So we have seen first process as the combustion process. Combustion means what is you just heat it. Okay, you just burn it. So you take the biomass and then just burn it. So when the biomass get burned, that means whenever there is a combustion of this biomass, so there is a generation of what? There is a generation of this heat. Okay, so use this heat for your or applications, or you use this heat for converting this water into the superheated steam in the boiler, and then that steam goes to the turbine, and then the turbine will generate the electricity. So both the purpose can be solved. Either you use this heat, or you convert that heat into electricity. Okay, so that is the first process from which we can extract the energy from the biomass. Okay, so you take any type of biomass, you just burn it, and the process is called as what? Combustion. Now the second process is called as what? Gasification. Now gasification means what? We have the coal as a biomass, or suppose if you take the coal as a biomass or another type of biomass, and if you pass the mixture of gases like nitrogen, carbon monoxide, hydrogen over over that biomass, then there is a generation of the gas. Okay, so that gas which is generated is used for heating. Okay, so that gas is produced because of the process that is called as what? Gasification process. Why we are calling this as a gasification? Because we are using here a mixture of these combustible gases. Okay, and we are passing that mixtures over that particular biomass. So here we are using coal here. Particularly, we are using coal for the gasification purpose. Okay. So this whatever the gas which is generated because of the gasification process, so that is used for that is used as a fuel. Okay. So second process is what? It is gasification process. So gasification means what? That is passing the mixture of gases over the biomass. So here particularly the biomass is used as a coal. Then the third process is called as the pyrolysis. Pyrolysis means it is the process by which organic matter is converted into particular type of the product, or particular type of the source of energy in the absence of oxygen. So here oxygen is not there. Okay, and we are not burning it. Okay, we are not burning it, and the process occur in the absence of oxygen. So what is the process, the product of this pyrolysis? So we get bio oil, we get biochar, and we get syngas. So syngas, bio oil, and biochars are produced because of the pyrolysis process. Okay, so here also the process is what? It is the high temperature. We have to use very high temperature. The biomass is placed at a very high temperature and in the absence of oxygen. So then that process is called as what? Pyrolysis process. And what is the product? We get bio oil, biochar, and syngas. So these are used for, again, for heating purpose. Otherwise, you convert that heat into electricity. So this is our pyrolysis process. Then the fourth process is what? It is the biodigestion process. Now, biodigestion is what? It is, we are using what? We are using the bacteria. Okay, whenever there is a this bio thing is there, so this is bacteria. Okay, and again, this process occurs in the absence of oxygen. So we know that this process is called as anaerobic respiration. And what is the final product of this biomass? That is the biogas. So in villages, I have told you, we generally develop this the biogas plant, and inside that biogas plant, what is happening? So we are using the biomass, okay, so agricultural waste, these animal waste, and then using this bacteria in the absence of oxygen. So there is a formation of what? Biogas. Again, we are using this biogas for the heating purpose, okay, for cooking purpose. Otherwise, if you are using for the generation of electricity, then we have to go for again that turbine and the generator, okay. So that is the thing, okay. So that depends on your application, whether you are using that for generation that is for heating purpose, or the for the generation of the electricity, okay. Then the last process is what? It is fermentation process. This is fermentation process is again the what? It is the that means the process by which organic matter, that is our biomass, it is converted into alcohol with the help of the yeast. So here again, this is the type of the bacteria only. So in biodigestions, we are using bacteria. Here we are using what? The yeast. So in using this yeast, we convert this biomass into alcohol. But we are not interested in this one, alcohol, but we are interested in the byproduct of this process. So that byproduct is called the ethanol, and this ethanol then is used to power the automobiles. Okay. So both two products are formed here. One is alcohol and another one is ethanol. So ethanol is used as a source of energy, and we can run the automobiles using this ethanol. Okay. So that is the final product of the fermentation. Okay. So what we have to remember then? So we have to remember what is the final product of this processes. So combustion. So the combustion, it gives the final product is what? It is heat. Okay. So the wood get burned or biomass get done. There is generation of heat. You can convert this heat into electricity. Gasification, it produces the gas. Okay. Or that is called as the producer gas. So gasification, it produces the producer gas. So the output of this gasification is producer gas. Then pyrolysis is it produces the bio oil and biochar and syngas. Okay. Then the biodigestion. Okay. The biodigestion process, it generates what? It generates the biogas. Okay. And then lastly, the fermentation process, it generates what? Ethanol. So this much thing you have to remember. Then you can write down the other things. Okay. So just concentrate on the byproduct or the final product of the process. So pyrolysis generates bio oil, biochar, and syngas. Just remember this one. Okay. Pyrolysis means this one. Biodigestion means biogas. Fermentation means ethanol. No need to. That means you can make the sentences. Okay. I have already told you, don't mug up the theory part. Remember what is the concept. Okay. So fermentation, it produces ethanol. Ethanol कुठे use करायचा? So ethanol is used to power the automobiles. Okay. गॅसिफिकेशन. आता गॅसिफिकेशन कुठे यूज करतो आपण? गॅसिफिकेशनने काय तयार होईल? सो गॅसिफिकेशन विल प्रोड्यूस दी व्हॉट? इट इज प्रोड्यूस दी प्रोड्युसर गॅस. अँड देन प्रोड्युसर गॅस इज यूज फॉर व्हॉट? इट इज यूज फॉर वेरियस अप्लिकेशन सच एज इट इज यूज एज अ फ्युएल. देन कंबशन काय तयार करेल? बायोमासचं. सो इट विल जनरेट दी हीट. ओके. So use heat for cooking purpose, or you convert that into electricity using the turbine. So this is the conversion. Okay. So you have to remember this one. This is combustion, gasification, pyrolysis, biodigestion, and fermentation. These are the ways of extracting the energy from the biomass. Okay. So two questions will be asked on the biomass. One is the sources of biomass. These are the four sources. You can add also again the other sources also if you remember, or if you search it on the internet. So these are the few sources. 4-mark question here. So 4 things I have put. Okay. What are the sources of biomass? Then the next one is, what are the ways of extracting the energy from the biomass? If it is a MCQ type of question, they will ask what are the different types of the ways of extracting the energy from the biomass. Okay. So what are the processes? So they will give you combustion, gasification, pyrolysis, biodigestion, fermentation. Some other process they will give you here. Okay. Some fusion process or other. So you have to select particular process like this from this one. Okay. So find out the process from that one, and you have to select the correct process that is used from the for the extraction of the energy from the biomass. Okay, so it is just the theoretical thing. Biomass means it is total theoretical part, and you have to remember the process. Okay, so just remember these two things. Now, then afterwards, this is a simple one, advantages and disadvantages. It is very simple. So again, I am telling you the advantages and disadvantages, these are the general things you can write down. Okay, so we know that biomass, it is renewable, cheaper. Okay, it is a clean gas. So just so don't stick up to this particular content. You can write down the advantages and disadvantages from your own. Okay, so that is that you can write down. So solar energy is there, so you can write down the advantages and disadvantages like this. Okay. So these are the things. Okay. Now disadvantages are what? We can't get direct continuous supply of this one. Okay. And storage. This is the storage difficulty. Large space required and huge investment is required here. Okay. So these are the some disadvantages of the using biomass. So आपण हे जनरल पण याने लिहू शकतो. ओके. सो हेच लिहायला पाहिजे असं नाही. सो यू कॅन आपल्याला जे अंडरस्टँड झालेलं आहे बायोमास वरून त्यावरून आपण ऍडव्हान्टेजेस अँड डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस आपल्याला लिहिता आले पाहिजे. कुठल्याही पॉवर प्लांट किंवा कुठल्याही याचे ऍडव्हान्टेजेस अँड डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस जर विचारले तर ऍटलिस्ट आपण 4 to 5 ऍडव्हान्टेजेस अँड डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस आपण आपल्या स्वतःहून लिहिता आलं पाहिजे आपल्याला. ओके. नो जस्ट दॅट मीन्स रिलेटेड टू इट्स कंटेंट. ओके. जे आपल्याला कन्सेप्ट समजला आहे त्यावरून आपण 4 ते 5 ऍडव्हान्टेजेस अँड 4 to 5 डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस. ओके. वी हॅव टू राईट इट डाऊन. ओके. सो दिस इज डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस अँड दिस इज ऍडव्हान्टेजेस. ओके. So once the concept is known to you, you can easily write it down, the advantages and disadvantages. It is very simple. Okay, but don't skip the question. You have to write down the at least 4 to 5 advantages and disadvantages. Okay. Now we'll shift to the today's topic now. Now this is very interesting topic. So you know now we are now in we are dealing with our unit number 1, and unit number is having 2 parts. Okay. So this is the from first part, it is the last topic. Okay, and then we'll take the second part. Okay. So here in first topic we have seen the different types of the power plants, and now this is the the generation of electricity from the tides. Now how the tides, now tides means what? This is tides. Now this is tide म्हणजे त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण? We call this tide as a that means that is the tides are generated in the ocean. ओके. सो आपण याला काय म्हणतो? लाटा. ओके. समुद्राच्या ज्या लाटा असतात ते यूज करून आपण काय करणार आहे ते वी आर जनरेटिंग द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. हाऊ वी आर जनरेटिंग द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी हियर? सो हियर the earth's rotation and the gravitational pull of the earth's rotation and the gravitational pull of the sun and the moon create the tides. So tides कशामुळे तयार होतात? So the tides are created because of the gravitational pull of the sun and the moon. Okay. So we required sun, we required the moon. Generally, the most important factor is what? This is moon. Okay, चंद्रामुळे आपल्या समुद्रामध्ये भरती ओहोटी तयार होते. तो भरती ओहोटी म्हणजे काय होते? भरती म्हणजे हाय टाईड आणि ओहोटी म्हणजे काय? लो टाईड. ओके. सो हाय टाईड अँड दी लो टाईड. नाव आता हे जनरेट कशामुळे होतं? We know that the earth is having some gravitational field. Okay. Moon is also having its own gravitational field, but the gravitational field of this moon is stronger than that of the earth. Okay. चंद्राची जी ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फील्ड असते ती आपल्या अर्थच्या ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फील्ड पेक्षा स्ट्रॉंग असते. त्यामुळे हा चंद्र काय करेल? सो दिस मून विल ट्राय टू दॅट मीन्स अट्रॅक्ट और इट ट्राय टू that means it applies gravitational field on the earth surface. तो मून काय करतो? आपली ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फील्डचा इफेक्ट या आपल्या अर्थवर टाकतो. त्यामुळे काय होतं? वी नो दॅट the earth contains 70% of the water. Okay, and this is 70% of water and then 30% of land. Okay. आपल्या अर्थवर काय आहे? 70% पाणी आहे आणि 30% काय आहे? आपल्याकडे जमीन आहे इथे अर्थवर. त्यामुळे काय होतं? बिकॉज ऑफ दी ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल पुल हा मून काय करतो? त्या आपल्या ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल इफेक्टने त्या पाण्याला ओढण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो. ओके. सो बिकॉज ऑफ द ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल पुल ऑफ द मून, the water on the surface of the earth, it get attracted toward the moon. Okay. Now this is the initial position of the water on the surface of the earth. Now because of this gravitational pull, what happens? This water get attracted toward the toward the direction of the moon. Okay, and then when water get attracted toward the direction of the moon, there is a generation of what? High tide. There is a generation of high tide. Now आता पोझिशन कुठे आहे? मूनची पोझिशन इथे आहे, त्यामुळे हाय टाईड कुठे जनरेट होईल? या रिजन मध्ये, अर्थच्या या रिजन मध्ये हाय टाईड जनरेट होईल. ओके, आता अनदर, आता इथे काय होईल? नाउ या अर्थला वी नो दॅट एव्हरी ऍक्शन इज हॅव्हिंग इक्वल अँड अपोजिट रिएक्शन. सो ऑन द अदर साइड ऑल्सो, म्हणजे त्याच साइडला, बॅक साइडला पण काय होईल? जेव्हा इथे जेव्हा हाय टाईड तयार होईल ऑन राईट हँड साइड, सो वी नो दॅट एव्हरी ऍक्शन इज हॅव्हिंग इक्वल अँड अपोजिट रिएक्शन. सो अर्थच्या दुसऱ्या साइडला आपण काय होईल? बॅलन्स करण्यासाठी तिथे काय तयार होईल? विल गेट दी हाय टाईड. सो हाय टाईड इज जनरेटेड ऑन बोथ द साइड. ओके, ऑन राईट हँड साइड अँड दी लेफ्ट हँड साइड. कुठे जनरेट होईल हाय टाईड? व्हेरेवर देर इज अ पोझिशन ऑफ द मून. आता पोझिशन ऑफ मून इथे आहे. ओके, सो देर इज अ जनरेशन ऑफ द हाय टाईड्स इन दिस रिजन ऑफ द अर्थ. इथे जे कंट्रीज असतील या सरफेसवर, तर या कंट्रीज मध्ये तिथे जर वॉटर असेल, ओके, सोर्स ऑफ वॉटर असतील, तर तिथे काय जनरेट होईल? देर इज अ जनरेशन ऑफ द हाय टाईड. सिमिलरली ऑन द अदर साइड ऑफ द अर्थ, या पार्ट मध्ये, सो वॉट एव्हर दी कंट्रीज आर देअर, सो देअर इज अ जनरेशन ऑफ दी हाय टाईड. ओके, त्या तिथे जर तिथे वॉटर सोर्स असेल, तर त्या वॉटर सोर्स मध्ये काय जनरेट होईल? देर इज अ जनरेशन ऑफ दी हाय टाईड. नाउ लो टाईड कुठे जनरेट होईल? नाउ ऑन द अदर साइड, हियर, दिस वन, दिस रिजन, अर्थच्या या रिजन मध्ये we are getting the low tide. कारण इथे काय आहे? we are not having any attraction. Okay, we are not having any pull effect, gravitational pull effect, because moon is not there. Moon is not here and moon is not here. So there is what? There is a normal effect, and that is what that is called the low tide. So low tide is generated where the moon is not there. Okay, so moon is here, and wherever the moon is there, so there is the generation of the high tides. Okay, on one side, and to balance that effect, on the other side also there is a generation of the high tide. Okay, so we'll get two types of the tides, that is one on the other side. Okay, so I hope this concept is clear, how the tides are generated. Okay, so this is very simple. I have told you earth is having the gravitational field, moon is also having its own gravitational field, but the gravitational the field of the moon is stronger than that of the earth. That's why this earth apply the स्ट्रॉंगर ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल पुल ऑन द अर्थ. तो हा याला अर्थला पुल करण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो, मून. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दॅट what will happen, whatever the water is there on the earth surface, so that water get shifted toward the moon. Okay, and because of that there is a generation of what? Tides, that called as the high tide. Okay, once the high tide is generated on the other side, to balance that high tide or that tide or that deflection. Okay, suppose this is our deflection D, so that deflection, this deflection is counterbalance on the other side. Okay, this tide, okay, this deflection is counterbalance on the other side, so we'll get here also we'll get the high tide. Okay, so high tide is there on the both sides of the earth, that means in particular region. Now low tide will occur on the other side, so here and here on these regions. Okay, so there is a generation of high tide and low tide. So high tide म्हणजे काय? This is भरती, and this is low tide means what? It is OT. Okay. Okay. Now next. Now we have only considered now the moon. Okay. So we have only considered moon. We have not considered the sun. आता sun पण we have the sun also. Now moon is having the gravitational field. At the same time, the sun is also having the gravitational field. So if the moon and sun, if they comes in the same direction, suppose moon and sun, they are in the same direction, then they will apply what? They will apply the strong gravitational pull on the earth, and there is a generation of very high tide, and that high tide is called as what? Spring tide. Now spring tide kadi generate hoil? When there is a common combined effect of sun gravitational field and moon gravitational field, so that is called as what? The spring tide. Okay, आणि spring tide kadi generate होते? So when the when the moon and sun, they are in the same direction. Okay, moon and sun, they are together applying the gravitational pull on the earth surface, so there is a generation of very high tide, and त्या high tide ला काय म्हणतो आपण? We are calling that as the spring tides. Okay, now suppose the earth and the sun, so here there is a sun and here there is a moon. Now they are in what? They are in now in right angle, they are not in the same line. Here they are in the same line, but here they are not in the same line, but they are at right angle. आता इथे काय होईल? the sun will pull the apply the gravitational pull. At the same time, moon will also apply the gravitational pull. पण जवळ कुठला आहे आपल्याला प्लॅनेट? वी हॅव मून इज नियर टू द अर्थ. त्यामुळे अर्थचं वॉटर कुठे शिफ्ट होईल जास्त? टुवर्ड दी मून. सो विल गेट हिअर दी हाय टाईड. We'll get here the high tide. Okay, high tide here. So this type of, if this is the position of the sun and moon, then the tide generated is called as what? This is the tide is generated is called as what? The neap tide. Okay, this is called as the neap tide. Okay, this is so the lower tide which is generated. Okay, here this one. This is lower tide. The lower tide which is generated, that is called as what? The neap tide. Okay, so here the high tide is generated towards the moon. Okay, so that is called as the spring tide. And the low tides are called as what? This is called as the neap tide. Okay, so here it is given, if the sun and moon are 90 degrees apart in relation to an observer, then high tides are not as high as they normally would be. This is because the sun diminishes the gravitational pull on the earth surface, and lower tides are called as the neap tide. जर अशी कंडिशन जर असेल ज्यामध्ये सन आणि मून राईट अँगल मध्ये असेल, तर मूनची ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फील्ड जास्त असेल ऍज कम्पेअर्ड टू द सन, अँड बिकॉज ऑफ दॅट देर इज अ जनरेशन ऑफ लो टाईड अँड हाय टाईड. आणि या कंडिशन मध्ये लो टाईडला काय म्हणतात? लो टाईड्स आर कॉल्ड ॲज नीप टाईड या कंडिशनला. आणि या कंडिशन मध्ये हाय टाईड मधले कुठली कंडिशन? ज्या कंडिशन मध्ये अर्थ आणि सन एका लाईन मध्ये असेल त्या कंडिशन मध्ये काय होतं? वी आर गेटिंग व्हेरी हाय टाईड. आणि त्या हाय टाईडला काय म्हणतो आपण? वी आर कॉलिंग दॅट एज अ स्प्रिंग टाईड्स. ओके, सो हा कन्सेप्ट लक्षात ठेवा. सो वी आर हॅव्हिंग व्हॉट? वी आर हॅव्हिंग द जनरेशन ऑफ द स्प्रिंग टाईड्स अँड द नीप टाईड. आता आपण काय कॉन्सन्ट्रेट करू? आपल्याकडे काय आहे? हाय टाईड आणि लो टाईड आहे. ओके, सो इन ओशन मध्ये वी आर जनरेटिंग हाय टाईड अँड वी आर जनरेटिंग व्हॉट? लो टाईड. नाउ so because of based on this, now we have the types of the tidal power plants. Tidal means what? This is because of the tides of the ocean. Okay, आपल्याकडे दोन टाइपच्या टाइड्स आहे. वन इज व्हॉट? हाय टाईड. ओके, अँड वी हॅव दी लो टाईड. ओके, आता आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे? हाय टाईड आणि लो टाईड यूज करून आपल्याला काय जनरेट करायची आहे? इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. ओके, फर्स्ट युनिट मध्ये आपल्याला कॉन्सन्ट्रेट करायचं आहे फक्त इलेक्ट्रिसिटीवर. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कशी जनरेट होईल? आता आपल्याला माहित आहे की इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कशी जनरेट होते? आपल्याला टर्बाईन लागेल. ओके, आता या केसमध्ये कुठला टर्बाईन लागेल आपल्याला? वी आर युझिंग व्हॉट हिअर? वॉटर. सो वी आर युझिंग हिअर व्हॉट? हायड्रॉलिक टर्बाईन. ओके, याच्या आधी आपण हायड्रॉलिक टर्बाईन कुठे युज केलेला होता?
हायड्रो पॉवर प्लांट.
Yes, 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 yes. We have used the hydraulic turbine in the हे कोरिलेट करायचं प्रत्येक वेळेस. सो वेअर वी आर युझिंग दी हायड्रॉलिक टर्बाईन, सो वी हॅव यूज हायड्रॉलिक टर्बाईन इन व्हॉट? हायड्रो इलेक्ट्रिक पॉवर प्लांट. ओके, त्या केसमध्ये आपण वॉटर कुठे स्टोअर केलेलं होतं? वी हॅव स्टोअर्ड दी वॉटर इन द रिझर्वायर. ओके, ऑन द हिल. ठीक आहे, आणि हे वॉटर कशामुळे कलेक्ट झालं होतं? दिस वॉटर इज कलेक्टेड बिकॉज ऑफ व्हॉट? रेन. ओके, हे वॉटर कशामुळे कलेक्ट झालं होतं? बिकॉज ऑफ दी रेन. Okay, and then that water we have used for the generation of electricity. Okay, so potential energy of that water first converted into the kinetic energy when flowing through the pipe, that is called as the penstock, and then that kinetic energy is converted into what? The rotational mechanical energy of the hydraulic turbine. Mechanical energy is converted into what? The electrical energy of the generator. Okay, so we have used hydraulic turbine in the hydroelectric power plant. Okay, so the same we are using here also. Okay, so in tidal power plant also we are using what? We are using the hydraulic turbine. Okay, because here what? We are having water. Okay, आता इथे कसं यूज करणार? सपोज दिस इज युअर ओशन. ओके, दिस इज युअर ओशन. आता इथे काय करू आपण? इथे आपण एक डॅम टाइप ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर तयार करू. ओके, ओके, अँड देन वी हॅव व्हॉट हिअर? त्याच्या मदत काय करायचं? यू पुट दी टर्बाईन. This is your hydraulic turbine. Okay, and on the other side we will get what? Here there is a storage of the water. या साइडला काय राहील? स्टोरेज ऑफ वॉटर राहील. आता इमॅजिन करा की समुद्रामध्ये काय आलाय? हाय टाइड्स आलाय. हाय टाइड्स मुळे काय होईल? हाय टाइड्स मुळे the water will come, okay, from the ocean, and then it flows over the turbine. It flows over the turbine and then enters into this reservoir. We call this as a reservoir. इथे आपण वॉटर स्टोअर करणार आहे. ओके, आता जेव्हा वॉटर या टर्बाईनच्या वरून जाईल, सो देअर विल नॉट बी जनरेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. ओके, वेन वॉटर इज मुव्हिंग फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राईट, देर इज नॉट दी जनरेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. देर इज ओनली स्टोरेज ऑफ दी वॉटर इन द रिझर्वायर. ड्युरिंग व्हॉट? हाय टाईड्स. जेव्हा समुद्रामध्ये भरती येईल, ओके, आणि पाणी भरपूर राहील, तेव्हा काय होईल, दी वॉटर विल पास थ्रू दिस डॅम अँड देन इट पासेस ओव्हर दी टर्बाईन. ती टर्बाईन वरून पास होईल वॉटर, आणि कशामध्ये स्टोअर होईल, या रिझर्वायर मध्ये स्टोअर होईल. कशाच्या प्रोसेसमध्ये, हाय टाइड्स मध्ये. सो ड्युरिंग दी हाय टाइड्स दी वॉटर इज कलेक्टेड इन द रिझर्वायर. ओके, सो वॉटर गेट कलेक्टेड इन द रिझर्वायर. ओके, आता हाय टाइड ओव्हर झाली, भरती झाली आहे. आता काय येणार आहे भरतीनंतर, आता ओटी येईल, लो टाइड येईल. आता लो टाइड मध्ये काय होईल, वॉटर बाहेर निघायला सुरुवात होईल. या ओशन मधलं वॉटर कुठे जाईल, लेफ्ट हँड साईडला जाईल आता. ओके, सो जेव्हा वॉटर लेफ्ट हँड साईडला जाईल, आता काय होईल, हाय टाइड मध्ये वॉटर लेफ्ट टू राईट गेलंय. कशामध्ये, हाय टाइड्स मध्ये, भरतीमध्ये. ओके, आणि कुठे स्टोअर झालं, या रिझर्वायर मध्ये स्टोअर झालं. ओके, आणि पास होताना ते कशावरून गेलं, टर्बाईन मध्ये. पण टर्बाईन फिरणार नाही, लेफ्ट टू राईट जाताना, वॉटर जाताना हा टर्बाईन फिरणार नाही. ओके, फक्त काय होईल, वॉटर या रिझर्वायर मध्ये स्टोअर होईल. आता काय होईल, लो टाइड येईल. ओके, भरती झाली, आता ओटी येईल. ओटी मध्ये काय होतं की पाणी परत जातं ओशन मध्ये इकडे. हा, ओके, आता वॉटर कुठे जाईल, राईट टू लेफ्ट जाईल. ओके, वॉटर कुठे जाईल, राईट टू लेफ्ट. आता वॉटर राईट टू लेफ्ट जाताना काय होईल, वॉटर विल कम फ्रॉम दिस रिझर्वायर अँड देन इट फ्लोज ओव्हर द टर्बाईन. जेव्हा वॉटर रिझर्वायर मधून या टर्बाईन वरून फ्लो होईल, तेव्हा हा टर्बाईन रोटेट व्हायला सुरुवात होईल. ओके, अँड देर इज अ जनरेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. सो तर हे लक्षात घ्या, जेव्हा whenever there is a high tide, water will flow from left to right, but turbine will not rotate. It will only, the water will be stored in the reservoir. ओके, कारण हाय टाइड मध्ये वॉटर भरपूर राहील आणि त्याला फोर्स पण जास्त राहील. त्यामुळे आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, तो फोर्स युज करून आपल्याला फक्त वॉटर स्टोअर करून घ्यायचं इथे रिझर्वायर मध्ये. आणि जेव्हा ओटी येईल, wherever there is a low tide, water will go from right to left. In that case, the water from the reservoir will pass over the turbine and there is a generation of electricity. Okay, so electricity कधी जनरेट होते, ड्युरिंग लो टाइड. and water कधी stored होतं, ड्युरिंग दी हाय टाइड. So during high tide, water get collected in the reservoir, and during low tide, that water it flows over the turbine and there is a generation of electricity. Okay. So that is there. Okay. Now then we have this is the generation. See here, this is given. So during the low tide, it flows over the turbine and then there is a generation of electricity. So this is called as what? This is called as single basin tidal power plant. This basin means what? This basin means it is the reservoir. It is reservoir. Okay. बेसिन आपण आपल्या घरी आपण यूज करतो बेसिन. सो हा बेसिन कसा आहे, हा बेसिन काय स्टोअर करतो, इट स्टोअर दी वॉटर ड्युरिंग दी हाय टाइड. सो वी कॉल दॅट एज अ बेसिन. आणि आपण सिंगल बेसिन काय म्हणतोय, कारण दिस इज अ सिंगल रिझर्वायर. ओके, सो दिस इज अ सिंगल रिझर्वायर, सो दॅट्स वाय इट इज कॉल्ड एज द सिंगल बेसिन. ओके, सो दिस इज दी सिंपल एक्सप्लेनेशन फॉर युअर दी सिंगल बेसिन टायडल पॉवर प्लांट. ओके, हे क्लिअर झालंय का? इट इज व्हेरी सिंपल. सी, we have two types of tides. One is high tide, we have another is the low tide. Ata now we have to use these two types of tides for the generation of electricity. Okay, now to generate the electricity we require turbine. Now we are dealing with the tidal power plant, we are using water, so we are using here what, hydraulic turbine. Okay, so hydraulic turbine लागेल, so we have taken the turbine. Now we required what, now your turbine ला rotate करण्यासाठी we required some head. ओके, वॉटरला हेड लागेल ना वरते, कारण स्टोअर वॉटरचा हेड गेल्यानंतर तो वॉटर हाय स्पीडने परत येईल. सो वी रिक्वायर दी हिअर हेड. सो व्हॉट यू आर डू, वी हॅव टेकन हिअर बेसिन. ओके, सो दिस इज दी बेसिन. नाउ वी हॅव हाय टाइड. सपोज द फर्स्ट इज हाय टाइड. हाय टाइड इज जनरेटेड इन द ओशन. So during the high tide, water will flow from left to right, from ocean to the basin, and water gets stored in the reservoir. During low tide, water will flow from right to left, that is from basin to the ocean, and it will flow over the turbine. It will rotate the blades of the turbine, and there is a generation of electricity. So electricity is generated only during the low tide. Okay, not during the high tide. During high tide only there is a storage of the water, and the head is generated. This head is generated. Okay, we require this head, otherwise this turbine will not rotate during the passage of the water from basin to the ocean. Okay, so Now here you see during this the head is decreasing. आणि एकदा हा हेड डिक्रीज झाला की पुन्हा काय येईल, हाय टाईड येईल. हाय टाईड मध्ये पुन्हा हेड जनरेट वॉटर स्टोअर होईल. लो टाईड मध्ये काय होईल, पुन्हा वॉटर या टर्बाइन मधून टर्बाइनला रोटेट करेल. सो दिस विल हाय टाईड अँड लो टाईड, दिस आर कंटिन्युअस. ओके, एकदा हाय टाईड येईल, एकदा लो टाईड येईल. ओके, सो दिस इज कंटिन्युअस. सो वी हॅव टू स्टोअर द वॉटर ड्युरिंग द हाय टाईड अँड वी हॅव टू रोटेट द टर्बाइन ड्युरिंग द लो टाईड. ठीक आहे. सो दिस इज व्हॉट सिंगल बेसिन टायडल पॉवर प्लांट. आता here we are use only single basin. Suppose if we use two basin here, two basin means what? Two storage. So that is called as what? That is called as the double basin tidal power plant. Okay, if you are using the two storage, that means then that it is called as what? It is called as the double basin tidal power plant. Okay, so how we are using this this double basin tidal power plant kasa use karaycha? So it is having one basin, one storage here. This is upper basin and this is lower basin, and in between this upper basin and lower basin we have what? The power plant. Power plant means what? It is our turbine. This is our hydraulic turbine. Okay, power plant means what? It is a hydraulic turbine plus generator. Okay, that we call that as a power plant. So here we have this hydraulic turbine and we have generator that is placed between upper basin and the lower basin. So here we are using two basins, so that's why it is called as what? Double basin tidal power plant. Okay, so in examination you have to see whether it is asking single basin or double basin power plant. So here these are the two storage. One is upper basin, this is lower basin. Okay, in between these two we have hydraulic turbine plus generator. We call that as a power plant. Now what is our आता आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे? Now we have to rotate this turbine. So how will rotate this turbine? Now suppose in ocean we'll get first high tide. Now, during the high tide, during this high tide, this inlet sluice gate. This is the inlet sluice gate. Okay, here we have put the dam. Suppose a wall-like structure, and here we have the gate. Okay. Now, जेव्हा समुद्रामध्ये high tide येईल, so the high tide will take the water from the ocean, and you open this inlet sluice. This outlet sluice gate will close. These are the gates. One gate and the second gate. So this first gate, inlet gate, will open during the high tide and water will enter into the upper basin. ठीक आहे, this gate is closed. आता आपण काय केलंय? During high tide we have opened only one gate and water get collected in the upper basin. ठीक आहे. आता काय करायचं? During the low tide, okay, high tide is over now. We have stored the water in the upper basin only. Okay. Now during low tide, what will happen? You close the inlet gate and you open the outlet gate. आता आउटलेट गेट ओपन केल्यानंतर काय होईल? अप्पर बेसिन मधलं वॉटर इट फ्लोज ओव्हर द हायड्रोलिक टर्बाइन. नाउ व्हेन इट फ्लोज ओव्हर द हायड्रोलिक टर्बाइन, it rotates the hydraulic turbine and there is a generation of electricity. Okay, we'll get here electricity, and then that remaining water is collected in the lower basin, and then that water in the lower basin, it comes out through this outlet switch during the low tide. Okay, भरतीमध्ये वॉटर स्टोअर होईल आणि ओटी मध्ये ती वॉटर बाहेर निघून जाईल. पण बाहेर निघताना ते वॉटर काय करेल? इट विल फ्लो ओव्हर द हायड्रोलिक टर्बाइन and it will generate the electricity. Okay, so this is the simple working of your double basin tidal power plant. Okay, so let me explain the one again this the thing. We are using here two basins, so upper basin and lower basin. These are just the reservoir म्हणजे storage. This is the storage. Okay, this is the storage. फक्त या दोघांमध्ये फरक काय असतो? लोअर बेसिन मध्ये वॉटरची जी हाईट असते ती जास्त असते. हिअर दी हाईट इज मोर अँड हिअर दिस हाईट इज लेस. का हाईटचा डिफरन्स काय ठेवायचा? बिकॉज व्हेन वी टेक द हाईट डिफरन्स देन ओनली द वॉटर विल फ्लो ऍट व्हेरी हाय वेलॉसिटी. ओके, या दोघांमध्ये हाईटचा डिफरन्स काय ठेवायचा? इथे हाईट जास्त राहील कशाची? अप्पर बेसिनची. आणि लोअर बेसिनची हाईट कशी राहील? कमी. दॅट्स देन ओनली द वॉटर विल फ्लो ऍट हाय वेलॉसिटी. आणि हाय वेलॉसिटी फ्लो झाल्यानेच काय होईल? आपला हायड्रॉलिक टर्बाइन आपला रोटेट होईल आणि इथे आपल्याला काय मिळेल? इलेक्ट्रिसिटी मिळेल. सो व्हॉट इज द सिंपल थिंग? द वर्किंग ऑफ दिस वन, ड्युरिंग द हाय टाइड द वॉटर फ्रॉम द ओशन इट एंटर्स इन टू द अपर बेसिन. ओके, देन ड्युरिंग द लो टाइड द आउटलेट स्विच गेट इज ओपन. ओके, and then the water from this upper basin, it flows over the hydraulic turbine. It rotates the blades of the hydraulic turbine, which is connected with the generator. There is a generation of electricity, and then this water is collected in the lower basin, and then it comes out through this outlet switch. Okay, so this is the simple working of your this double basin tidal power plant. Okay, so the whether this concept is clear to you now? Okay, just tell me now. Okay, so now
Yes, sir.
now the question, suppose so if you are not understand anything, so just ask me regarding the tides now. कोणाला समजलं नाही याच्यात टाइड्स कसे जनरेट होतात आणि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कशी जनरेट होते युझिंग टाइड. इट इज व्हेरी सिम्पल नाव. ओके, समजलाय का सर्वांना काय केलंय आपण? सर्वात आधी काय करायचं, टाइड जनरेट कशा होतात तो कॉन्सेप्ट लक्षात ठेवायचा. कसं जनरेट होते टाइड्स? बिकॉज ऑफ द ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल पुल ऑफ द मून. ओके, gravitational pull of the moon, gravitational field of the moon is stronger than that of the earth. That's why it apply a strong gravitational pull on the earth, and because of that there is a generation of the high tide. Okay, ज्या डायरेक्शनला मून असेल, ज्या कंट्रीजच्या डायरेक्शनला, these are the countries on the side, so moon is there, so there is a generation of high tide. जे कंट्रीज इथे असतील, इथे मून नाही आहे, पोझिशन ऑफ मून कुठे आहे? इथे, तर इथे कुठल्या टाइड जनरेट होतील? इथे जनरेट होतील लो टाइड्स. ओके, आता ही टाइड बॅलन्स करण्यासाठी दुसऱ्या साईडला पण काय होईल? हाय टाइड जनरेट होईल. आणि ही टाइड जनरेट बॅलन्स करण्यासाठी काय होईल? इथे टाइड जनरेट होईल. ओके, सो देर इज इक्वल अँड अपोजिट दी रिएक्शन. नाव आता आपण दोन टर्म डिफाईन केल्या, कुठल्या? स्प्रिंग टाइड्स आणि निप टाइड. स्प्रिंग टाइड कशाला म्हणायचं? हाय टाइडला. हाय टाइड कधी जनरेट होईल? सो व्हेन दी मून अँड द सन, इफ इट इज इन द सेम डायरेक्शन. Okay, if it is in the same direction, then there is a generation of high tide. Why there is a generation of high tide? Because there is a combined pull of earth and the sun. Okay, moon पण apply करतोय gravitational field, sun पण apply करतोय gravitational field. So there is a generation of very high tide. That tide is called as what? Spring tide. So, and if the sun and moon they are at right angle, so then there is a generation of high tide, but that is not of that much. That means high, like this. So here we get low tide because of the sun. Okay, because of the sun. So here we are getting low tide because this is at right angle. So this low tide is called as what? This is called as the nip tide. आता आपण हे स्प्रिंग टाइड आणि निप टाइड कशाच्या रेफरन्सने डिफाईन केलेले आहे? बिकॉज युझिंग द रेफरन्स ऑफ द सन. सन आणि मून एकाच डायरेक्शनला असेल तर हाय टाइड जनरेट होते. फक्त जर सन असेल आणि मून जर राईट अँगल असेल तर तिथे काय होतं? लो टाइड जनरेट होते, बिकॉज द ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल पुल ऑफ दिस सन इज व्हेरी लो. सो दिस लो टाइड इज कॉल्ड एज व्हॉट? देन निप टाइड. ओके, आता काय लक्षात ठेवायचं? फक्त दोन टाइपच्या टाइड्स लक्षात ठेवायच्या. वन इज हाय टाइड, अनदर वन इज दी लो टाइड. नाउ वी हॅव दिस कन्स्ट्रक्शन दॅट इज सिंगल बेसिन टायडल पॉवर प्लांट. बेसिन मीन्स इट इज रिझर्वायर, स्टोरेज. सो इथे आपण एक स्टोरेज तयार केलेलं आहे. ओके, we have put the gate here. Okay, we have put the gates here. Now these gates will open. These are the Swiss gates. आणि त्याच्यामध्ये काय put up केलं आपण? We have put the turbine. Now these gates will open during the high tide. During high tide, water enters into the basin. Okay, during high tide. And during low tide, the water it flows over the turbine and it rotates the blades of the turbine, and there is a generation of the electricity. Okay, so वॉटर फ्लोज हाय टाइड मध्ये पण वॉटर फ्लो होते टर्बाइन मध्ये, पण इथे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट होत नाही. देर इज नो जनरेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. हाय टाइड मध्ये द फंक्शन देर इज ओनली स्टोरेज ऑफ द वॉटर. ओके, देर इज ओनली स्टोरेज ऑफ द वॉटर. अँड ड्युरिंग द लो टाइड the water flows over the turbine and there is a generation of electricity. Now this is for single basin. What about the double basin? Double basin means two storage. One upper basin, another lower basin. Height of this upper basin we have to maintain the height. So this is the height of lower basin and this is the height of the upper basin. Then only we'll get what? When the water flows through this height difference, so it will flow with a very high velocity. So during the high tide in the ocean, the water it enters into the upper basin through this inlet sluice gate. Okay, and water gets stored here in the upper basin. Okay, and during the low tide, this outlet sluice gate is open and the water from this upper basin it flows over the hydraulic turbine. Here we have hydraulic turbine. It is connected with the generator. It rotates the blades of this hydraulic turbine and there is a generation of electricity. Remaining water is collected in the lower basin आणि during the low tide, it comes out through it again comes to the ocean. Okay, so this is the continuous process. During high tide, we have the collection of water, and during low tide, we have the discharge of water. Okay, so this is the simple working of the tidal power plant. Okay, so have you understood this one? So if you have any questions, you just ask me. Any difficulty regarding this?
No, sir.
So clear आहे सर्वांना?
Yes, sir.
कोणाला डिफिकल्टी नाही ना? ओके. हा येस येस एनी क्वेश्चन और बिस्कुले
No, sir.
okay, okay. So I hope this is the simple thing. So you are that is related to the what your tidal power. So now at this point, so we have completed now. So we have end the first part of our that is the first part of our unit number 1. Okay, so before starting the pumps and other things, now just let me quickly revise all the things. Okay, just 1 or 2 minutes we'll quickly reply. So see, we have started with the definition of the power. Okay, so energy and power we have defined. We are differentiate between conventional energy sources and non-conventional energy sources. This is very important. Okay, then afterwards we have deal with the construction and working of what the thermal power plant. So we have that means taken the working. Okay, so construction of the thermal power plant means it is the boiler, then the remaining part is the steam turbine, generator, condenser, then the hot well and the pump. Okay, so boiler generates superheated steam goes to the steam turbine, it generates electricity, then it comes to the condenser. In condenser, the cold water is converted into hot water that goes to the cooling tower. In cooling tower, hot water in the condenser, it is converted into cold water and again comes to the condenser. In condenser, steam rejects its heat, convert into condensate. That condensate again comes into the boiler. Okay, so it comes first in the economizer, then it is converted into steam, and then that steam converted into superheated steam in the superheater. Okay, so that we are seeing. Okay, instead of that, the detailed diagram, you can use only this one, and you can tell the water is converted into superheated steam. Function of boiler, it is water is converted into superheated steam, and then we will convert this that thing into the water is converted into superheated steam, and then that steam goes into this type of the steam turbine, generator, and the other things. Okay, then after that we have seen the nuclear power plant. So you keep the everything that on the right hand side same. Okay, you keep everything on the right hand side same. Just replace the generation of heat source. Okay, so here we are using the nuclear reactor. So here we are using the fuel rods, nuclear fuel. Then the fuel rods, the fuel is that is the uranium, plutonium, thorium, and then because of this fission process. Okay, because of this fission process, we are generating here a huge amount of heat. We are using here moderators and the control rods. Okay, control rods are shifted up to that means to allow the flow of the neutrons, and moderators slow down the flow of the neutrons. Neutrons, and we are using here one coolant. The coolant flows inside the reactor, so that is in the form of carbon dioxide and this much. It takes the heat, and then that heat is rejected to the water. Water is converted into superheated steam. Then afterwards, we have seen the solar thermal power plant. Thermal means it is what conversion of water into superheated steam. How we'll get the water will convert into superheated steam? So the solar energy is trapped in the flat plate collector. This heat is taken using the butane gas. Okay, this heat is taken using the butane gas, which is flowing using this circuit. That butane gas will take the heat from this one and then reject its heat to the water. Water is converted into superheated steam. Okay, so butane is flowing and it takes the heat from this flat plate collector. Then we have seen the geothermal binary power. So here I have told you, here we are using what? We are not using the water. Here we are using isobutane. Okay, so just remember this one. We are using here isobutane fluid. We are using here isobutane fluid. Okay, so that you have to remember. Hmm?
Sir,
So,
we are not able to see screen.
hmm?
Screen. We are not able to see the screen.
Now,
Visible. Okay.
okay. So here in geothermal power plant we are using which one? We are using not water. Yeah, we are using here what? Isobutane. Hmm? We are using isobutane. Why we are using here isobutane? Because it is having low boiling point than the water. Okay, आणि त्यामुळे काय होईल? Isobutane will easily converted into the vapor using the geothermal fluid. Okay. For other thermal power plants, we are using the water. But in case of geothermal binary cycle power plant, we are using what? Isobutane. Remember this one. This is very important. This is very important. So for geothermal power plant, we are using here isobutane. Okay. Then hydroelectric power plant, it is very simple. Water flows through the pipe and it will rotate the hydraulic turbine. So that we have seen. Then photovoltaic cell, we have silicon here. Okay. When the sunlight it falls on the silicon, there is a removal of the electrons, and this electron flows in the circuit, and there is a generation of electricity. That electricity is in the form of DC, so you can use for DC load. If you want to convert that into EC, we have to use what? Inverter. Then we have seen wind power plant, so it rotates the blades of the wind turbine power plant. For the generation of electricity, we required here more RPM, so that's why we are using here the gearbox. So we are converting low RPM of the rotor blades into high RPM. So that is using the gearbox. That is our solar. Then we have seen hydrogen fuel cell. Hydrogen fuel cell, the hydrogen it is converted into the hydrogen protons and electrons. Electron flows through the circuit. There is a generation of electricity. The positive ions they combines with the electrons and oxygen, and there is a formation of water. Water comes out at the outlet. Okay, this is our hydrogen fuel cell. Okay. After that, we have seen the biomass. We have seen the sources of biomass, the wood, agricultural crops, food and household waste, and animal manure. These are the sources of biomass. The process of conversion of this biomass into energy, so that is combustion. It generates heat. Gasification, it generates producer gas. Pyrolysis, it generates the bio oil, biochar, and syngas. Biodization, it generates biogas, and fermentation, it generates ethanol. Okay. So these are the ways of extracting the biomass. After that, we have seen the last topic of this unit number 1. So that is generation of tide. So the tides are generated because of the gravitational pull of the moon. There is a generation of high tide when the moon is in that particular direction, and low tides are generated on the opposite direction. Okay. The spring tide is generated when sun and moon are in the same line, and the high tide is called as the spring tide. When sun and moon are at right angle, then low tide is called as what? The neap tide. Remember this one. Okay. Here high tide is called as spring tide, and when moon and sun are at right angle, then low tide is called as neap tide. Okay. Now we have two types of the tidal power plant. One is called as the single basin, where we have single reservoir. During high tide, water enters into the basin, and during low tide, that water flows over the turbine, and then there's a generation of electricity. Okay. In double basin power plant, during the high tide, water enters into the high basin. Okay. And during low tide, this water flows over the turbine, hydraulic turbine. Okay. There is a generation of electricity. Okay. And then that water is collected in the lower basin, and then during low tide, it comes out and then it is collected in the ocean. Okay. So high tide, collection of water in the upper basin, and generation of electricity. During low tide, there is a removal of the water. Okay. So in this case, so what is the advantages of using this double basin? So here we'll get continuous generation of electricity. Here there is a continuous generation of electricity. Why? Because we have two basins now. So in high tide the water is collected, then it comes during low tide it comes out. Okay. So there is a continuous generation of the electricity. So this flow, this cycle will continuously that means there. So this water collection and removal of water. So this is the continuous generation of electricity. Continuous generation of the electricity in double basin power plant. But in case of the single basin power plant, there is not the continuous generation of it is intermittent. It is intermittent. Why it is intermittent? Because it takes time for the storage of the water first. and then during the removal of water only there is a generation of electricity. That means in one stroke only there is a generation of electricity. In one that is step, there is only storage of water. Okay, see the difference between single basin and double basin. In single basin, in first step there is only storage of water. In second step only, during the removal of water there is a generation of electricity. But in case of double basin power plant, there is a continuous generation of electricity, because during the high tide there is a storage of water and there is a removal of water. Okay, so this is the continuous process. That's why here this is the continuous generation of electricity, while here we call as the intermittent. Intermittent means what? Break. We are getting break. So we are first storage of water and then the removal of water. Okay, so this is regarding the topics what we are discussing in our first from the first unit and first part of the first unit. Okay, so we'll stop here then for today, and we will continue the second part of our first topic from the in the next lecture from tomorrow. Okay. Now for first part, I will put all the videos on our this Google Classroom, and at the same time I will put the MCQ questions also. So all the students have to complete all that questions. That means this week before coming to the next lecture. That in the next, that means for this week, that is your assignment. So you complete all these things. Okay, don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry to complete the that means that means directly don't attempt the question. First watch the video. First watch the video. I will provide you the theory also, and then solve the question. If some question get wrong, suppose if some question get wrong, there is the provision that you can edit that. That means you can again answer that question. So my intention is that you should attempt all the question, and you'll get you must get all, that means 100% marks in that quiz. Okay. So attempt all the questions, get marks, because we will calculate, we will consider that marks for your term work, 25 marks. Okay. So this week I will put all these videos for first part and the quiz. Okay. So refer all the videos and solve the question. If you have any difficulty, just ask me, WhatsApp me on my number, or you directly call me. Okay. If you have any problem with any topic, you just ask me. Okay. So thank you very much. We will start our next topic, that is pump, in the next lecture. Okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay.